Today I'm gonna show you how I built my latest LEGO Space Mock. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here we have an alien minifigure and an astronaut minifigure. I'm gonna make a new build for the Rogue Olympics. I already built a few builds over these past 7 weeks for this contest, and the parts limit is 101. So here I have mixed up a little bit of idea that I had previously. So this build is gonna look a little bit like the past week one, the Wild West. So we're gonna have one vehicle and two characters at the front, and then at the back side we're gonna have a sort of forced perspective of a space environment. So let's start first from the vehicle. So here I'm gonna build a sort of rover. Here I have some of these older style wheels. So the piece count here remain pretty small. 4 wheels, 2 of these and 1 of these. So the base of the rover is pretty small and not part intensive. I have a sort of wood piece at the front with some solar panel, so that this rover, on whatever planet is going, is gonna collect energy. I'm gonna add a seat. So these are 2 particular pieces. I don't know exactly how they are called, but I think they work fairly well to represent the style of this rover. Then here at the back we're gonna add one sort of antenna piece. Let's say it could be for transmission, some sort of handle here on the right, and one more on the left with a dish on top, so that we can have a little bit of communication between this rover and the main base. So it is pretty simple. Now we need to add some sort of steering wheel. So what I decided to do is use this jumper. On top of this we are gonna add this clip, and then here, instead of a normal wheel, I'm gonna use this joystick piece, and I think it works pretty well. So I can also rotate this right and left. So I think this is a pretty cool rover buggy kind of thing that is gonna be for the astronaut, that is gonna then meet at the front of the scene with the alien. So more or less this is what we're gonna have at the front. Then at the back we are gonna build a sort of forced perspective of a space colony. So last week you might have seen my space colony, so I'm gonna take some parts and pieces and ideas from that build to build this new one. So what I have here is a sort of base. I went with medium nougat here because this is gonna be in the background, so it's not gonna be seen very clearly in the final picture. It doesn't have to be properly defined like in my space colony. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add a few details over here. So here we have this drink accessory that is gonna go there together with the 2 teacups. These are all pieces I used in the previous build. While on this patch over here, again, I'm gonna use the R2D2 head for the main building, a sort of towery thing on the left, and then on the back side I'm actually gonna use a minifigure head in white for another sort of big tall white tower. At the front, a small transparent dome that can be accessed through this. So this could be some sort of entryway to the 2 big domes. So these are not connected, they're just gonna be sitting there. Consider that this is gonna be very far in the background, and this is more or less the point of view, so we cannot really see much of what was going on here. And later I will give you also a behind the scene on how I create this picture. On the side I'm gonna add 2 sort of buildings. On this side we are gonna have the same ship with the smoke coming off, is a lift off from the ground. This is gonna be connected there on the jumper, so this is gonna be on the background on the right side. While on this bigger mountain here, I added a headlight brake because at the back I can connect one of these transparent supports, to which I can connect another couple of ships that are flying over this colony. So what I'm gonna do is, at the middle, I'm gonna add a sort of UFO dish. We have a clip with these 2 dishes over here. It's gonna connect in the middle, and then we can regulate it in any way we like. By the way, I also have again a couple of the micro scale rover vehicle to go around with it. And then here I wanted to pay homage to the Galaxy Explorer. So I have this corner plate with a tile and another plate on top, and then with a blue jumper and a trans yellow plate. Here is a sort of hint of a Lego Galaxy Explorer that is gonna be connected here at the top. So this is how it looks like, and this is gonna be basically flying over the colony. I cannot leave it like this because now we'll be out of balance, but in the final picture you will see this flying on top over there, and as I say, then these are the other two things that we have. So as you can see, this is a pretty simple setup, and this is exactly 101 parts. Now I got inspired here. I used the same thing that I used for the rover build some time ago from February. So I have a black background and I have a color that match the medium nougat sort of thing. So what I did, as you saw at the beginning, is having these two characters at the front with the buggy and then with the rover, and then the space colony in the background. And here is the final picture. I added some stars, I edited a little bit the picture, and this is the one that I'm gonna submit for the Rogue Olympics. I know it's a little bit of a different video from what I usually do, but I hope you will like and will consider to leave your feedback and your like in the comments down below. I'm gonna be back at building habitats, and I'm gonna have one more week of building for the Rogue Olympics. I will keep you updated on the channel. By the way, thank you everyone, because I finally reached the 1000 subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you very much for following me, and I hope we will keep on growing. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao.